Assalamu alaikum scholars, you are listening to Ziaur Rahman. Scholars, today we have lecture number 51 and it's part 3. Today's lecture is about a case study for the sequence of statistical tests in quantitative studies by using PLS and MOS software. In previous lecture, scholars, we have shown you this table that which type and which types of tests you need to perform in SPSS and which test you need to perform in MOS software. Scholars, if you have not subscribed to our channel, it is requested to please subscribe it. Today's lecture we have a practical case study from a published article. This is my personal article which is recently published in September 2020. This is my personal article. Today I will show you that how I conducted the quantitative study, and got my paper published by using the SPSS and MOS software. What is the sequence of these tests I have performed in my this paper? So this is the respondents profile. The first one is the participants sampling and data collection. So table number 1 is about the respondents profile. Respondent profile means the test I have shown you, data normality test. After the data normality, I need to conduct the demographic analysis. This is the demographic analysis. It means that these are the respondents profile. So this is the test I have performed, and this is the way I have shown these results in my published article. So there are 4 columns: demographics, subcategory male, female. Then there is a subcategory for the organization type, then there is a subcategory for the business type, and then there is a sample number, and then there is a percentage of the respondents. So this is the way I have shown my results of demographic analysis. Then there is a measurement scales in which I have write that I have adapted these scales developed by the earlier scholars. So it means that I need to perform the exploratory factor analysis, which I have told you in previous lecture that if I develop a new instrument for my study for collection of data, or I have adapted the scale by modifying the earlier developed scale, so I need to apply the EFA test. So in this paper I have applied the exploratory factor analysis test as well as the confirmatory factor analysis. So in exploratory factor analysis, first I have conducted the KMO test, and after the KMO test I have shown the factor loadings and related constructs with dimensions. So this is my variable, this is the factor or dimension under the variable, and these are the items covered under each item, and then there is a factor loading for the items. So this is the variable, these are the factors, these are 3 factors of one variable, and these are the items under this variable and under these components or dimensions, and these are the values of the factor loading. So I have conducted all these tests in SPSS. Then there are other variables, and then there are other dimensions and their items and their factor loading. So this is the EFA test which I have performed. After the EFA, I have conducted the test for mean, standard deviation, reliability and validity, and I have shown the values of all these: Cronbach alpha, composite reliability, AVE and discriminant validity, by showing these values in this type of table. So you may also have a choice to show these values by some other ways. So there are many ways to show these results. This is one of the way by using which I have shown my results in this paper, and the journal in which I have sent my paper accepted this way of presenting the data and presenting the results. So this is after the CFA, I have shown you in the last model, in the last paper, I need to conduct the CFA, and then I need to perform the structural equation model. So look at this paper. This is the model fitness. After doing the EFA, I have conducted the model fitness. So this is a model fitness means the confirmatory factor analysis, CFA. So in CFA, you need to show the values of chi-square divided by degree of freedom, RMISA, CFI, NFI, GFI, AGFI. So their cutoff values are, this value must be equal to or below 5, RMISA value must be below 0.08, CFI value must be above 0.9, NFI must be 0.9, GFI must be 0.8, AGFI must be 0.8. I have coded a reference which suggested that the value of GFI and AGFI must be above, are also acceptable for above than 0.8. So this is the reference 56 number, which suggested that the values of 0.8 are also acceptable for GFI and AGFI. So this is the model fitness for the second order variable. This is another second order variable, and this is the overall model fitness. If you have the variable which have higher number, similarly this variable is a higher order variable, and this variable is also a higher order variable. So I need to show the model fitness for these higher number of variables, the latent variables, and then I need to show the complete models model fitness, complete research models model fitness. So here I conducted the same thing. First I show the model fitness for the latent variable, then another latent variable, and then the overall model fitness, and all the values comes under these threshold values. And then I have showed the reliability and validity, explain the table of reliability and validity, and I have also show the values of the correlation analysis. These are actually the test I have performed for the correlation among the variables, and this test is performed in SPSS. And then there is a test of hypothesis. I have conducted the test. This model fitness test I have performed in MOS software, and this correlational test I have performed in SPSS software. And then there is a hypothesis testing, and I have tested this hypothesis by using the process micro haze in SPSS. So these are the direct effects and these are the indirect effects. And then there is after this table I have some moderated effect and the figure for the moderated effect. This is the figure for the moderated effect, and then there is a moderated mediation effect, and then I have shown a figure for the moderated mediation effect. So all these tests I have performed by using the SPSS. So scholars, please listen our next lecture, in which I will show you my PhD thesis. This is my PhD thesis, my MS thesis, which I have conducted by using the SPSS and MOS software, and I will show you how I have conducted the results by using this software. Scholars, if you have not subscribed to our channel, it is requested to please subscribe it. बहुत शुक्रिया, अल्लाह हाफिज़.